Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, guys? So today, really quick, I want to do this real quick video about things I've learned from vlogging, stuff that I hate, stuff that I love, maybe talk about some cameras. I have Binh Dong on the channel, as you recognize the oh, yeah.
What are we talking about today?
I already said it, man.
Oh,
Come on,
shit.
he's got to pay attention.
Yeah, I suck.
So,
Okay,
we're going to be talking about how things I've learned from vlogging, things I hate, things I like, talk about some cameras and stuff like that. Because you guys know I've gone through some cameras. Ben's been kind of learning me some stuff on the camera situation. So, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How long have you been vlogging for?
All right, so I've been vlogging for, what, 9 months now, I think?
9 months.
Oh, yeah, 9 months.
Little baby. Oh, yeah. Dead spot.
Dead spot. Crickets.
Add crickets here. So time has gone by real quick. I remember when you first started with the HX80. It's something
Sony. Oh,
I kind of recommended, which after I did my Sony G7X versus HX80, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to recommend that camera anymore for, the price. But yeah. Tell me about tell me about what you shoot with now, because you came with the HX80. Like, how do you like that?
So the HX80. You guys have seen if you guys have seen my past videos on the HX80, I like Sony. I like some of their products. They make great headphones, but I wouldn't recommend them as a camera go-to. Honestly, I've had more problems with the Sony. Right now, I'm filming with the Canon M6. Ben's let me use the Canon M6. He's let me use the Canon M5 and the
Canon
M100.
fam.
So he's getting me on the Canon fam. And compared the two, you can't really compare the two, honestly. And this is not sponsored at all. I'm not getting paid by Canon, unfortunately. But I do really like Canon. There's a big difference in the focus time, the lighting, all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely a Canon fan, thanks to Ben.
Yeah. So in your 9 months.
Oh yeah, 9 months.
You had a baby yet?
Huh?
9 months,
No,
baby?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So
That ain't happening.
I know it's a really hard time for small YouTubers. Like right now, because of the adpocalypse and the demonetization of small YouTubers, if you don't have 1,000 hours or 4,000 hours or 1,000 subscribers, what do you do to keep motivated? Because what is your motivation to make videos? I mean, not everybody wants to make videos, and a lot of people actually, the kids these days, they want to be YouTubers because they see other people making tons of money, and that's the motivation for a lot of people. But what's your motivation? Because I know
that's actually that's a good question. So at this point, I'm not really worried about monetization. I don't think I can ever get monetized with the kind of stuff I do. Maybe in the future, but at this point, I'm really just focused on entertaining you guys. I'm not really looking at the financial side of things. I enjoy it. Like I was telling Ben the other day, I really enjoy making videos, editing videos, sharing my life with other people. I know some people are, don't really like sharing their life with people, but I really enjoy it. The vlogging is really fun. But again, it comes back to the entertainment. If I can create a brand for myself, I'm branding myself when I do the videos, and I actually really like that. It's probably the coolest thing ever. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just like he branded the oh yes.
What is gonna be your branding? What is your tagline? You thought of one yet? I've been asking this for a while.
I haven't thought of one yet, guys. If you guys, I'm not even gonna let you guys figure it out. I'll figure it out myself.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I do start off all videos like, hey guys, what's going on? It's Dustin McGee. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? We are
McGee.
Dustin McGee.
With the dong.
Yeah, with the dong.
More crickets. It's funny. You should do a very fast forward time lapse between when we had the crickets and till now. But
I think so, because there's a lot of crickets.
Yeah,
so
a lot of
kind of
crickets.
got lost, but it happens. We're learning this whole live no cut take. If I give mad props to some of the people like Gary Vee and Grant Cardone and Casey and I said with no cuts, it's very hard to keep a flow stream because you kind of get wrapped up in your own thoughts and you're like, what I'm going to say next, and you just don't produce words.
Yeah, we're talking about what have you learned in your short time being a YouTuber? Because there's a lot of things to learn. It's like a whole new, it's like learning photography or learning videography or learning how to draw or write. It's a whole new thing, and you got to market. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to learn how to edit. You got to learn how to shoot. You got to learn how to talk to the camera, which a lot of people, they don't realize what gets put into talking to a camera until you actually do it.
Exactly. As you guys know, my girlfriend's an actor, and she even struggles with talking to the camera. It's just something that it takes a little. It's like a hurdle you got to step over, and just sometimes you just got to grab a camera and do it. So if you guys are hesitant to jumping on the camera and start talking, just grab the camera and start talking to it. Act like it's not even on. That's what I do, at least sometimes.
Yeah, practice makes better. I wouldn't say perfect because I'm like almost a year and a half in, and I might do like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 takes because like I stumble on my words like I just did right now, and I'm kind of a perfectionist. Yeah, I can't talk. See, and it's not gonna be cut out.
And that's why we're doing more setups like this, and maybe future projects. We're trying to really get used to talking on the fly and not cut. And it's just it doesn't look as good for production. But back to our question of what I've learned. Other than staying motivated, if you ever get discouraged, don't think about the financial side of things. If you want to get there, that's fine. That's a great goal, but it's not my goal. I mean, yeah, sure, it's great to make a little extra money from YouTube. I mean,
yeah,
Ben's probably making a couple pennies a day or something like that.
Yeah, so. I'm gonna get a couple pennies a day. Take it away from me. Oh, darn, let me whine.
Yeah,
but I do sympathize, but I just don't understand why people overthink it.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Like I said before, for what motivates me is producing great content for you guys, entertainment, blowing things up, catching things on fire, just doing stupid things. I think that's the coolest thing for me. And then tips I've really learned is just staying motivated and don't overthink it, because if you overthink it, you're probably not going to do it. Like Casey, I'll plug Casey, and I said he does say just do it and just create something, and that's what we're doing here.
Work harder.
Video is a very trending thing. There's a lot of, like Ben said, there's a lot of people that want to be YouTubers. It's a very trending thing right now. But I'd say just do it. Figure something out. Find your niche that you want to, or niche as Gary Vee says, niche. So yeah, find your thing. Go with it. Roll with it. You'll find your way as you go. That's what I've noticed that I've developed. If you start from my first video to now, I've developed as a person. It's really worked on my confidence, my speaking, my appearance, and everything really. So yeah, that was my rant.
Yeah. So I mentioned that a lot of younger people, they want to be YouTubers now, which is cool. And there's other streaming things you can do. You can do Twitch, you can do Facebook, Instagram. There's so many things right now. It's so saturated in the video world. But let me get into equipment. If you're a small YouTuber or a young person or somebody that don't have much funds, do you need to buy like an expensive camera to do videos? Do you?
No, I don't think you do. I mean, I started my first video using my iPhone, and if you guys have used iPhones, the video is really good on it. I think you even noticed that the iPhone 10 has really good video and photos. Yeah. The rear-facing camera, the camera that faces the screen, it's kind of grainy, but all you have to do is flip the phone the other way. You got to get used to not looking at the screen anyway. So flip that phone over, you get a better quality image, in my opinion. So that's how I first started. Actually, was using my iPhone. I think it was the iPhone 6 or something.
I would actually whip out my phone right now, but it's on charge. Both of our phones are on charge. So, like, what made you buy the HX80? Like, why did you want to upgrade?
Well, I was never educated about technology and cameras and junk like that. This guy is very knowledgeable on that. I didn't foresee me ever needing a good camera because I knew I would break something. I knew I would lose it or drop it or something like that. So I didn't really want to spend a lot of money on that. And $300 isn't a lot of money for me, but it is when you're not used to spending that kind of money on a camera. So the biggest reason why I did upgrade is from the HX80 to the M6 is the quality's night and day difference. I mean, you guys have seen I've had so many issues with Sony losing my footage, Sony not focusing. I'll be sitting there with the camera trying to get it to focus, and it doesn't focus. it's crazy. I'm not bashing Sony, but they kind of dropped the ball on this HX80 that I was not impressed. So I upgraded to the M6 and I love it. I'll probably get the other cameras, whatever cameras they come out after this.
Supposedly the rumor is the Canon M50. I'm kind of interested what's coming next with the Canon M50. That's the rumor anyway. But so what I'm taking it as you upgraded because you needed to upgrade, not because you wanted to.
Yeah, it was a need. It was like I said, I wasn't getting the quality that I wanted. And again, this isn't contradicting what we just said about the quality thing. It's just I wanted quality for my videos. If you guys don't have to get a flip cam or anything like that for when you start vlogging, but once you get to a point where you want to really produce great content that's going to capture people and really entertain, it is best to get a camera that's going to produce. But if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have bought the Sony. I would have just straight upgraded to the G7X and spend the extra $300-$400, I think it is, to get that. So yeah, that's what I would have done.
I teach photo, and I have a lot of mentorees that, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. And I always ask the question, like, why do you need it? Like, is there a quality change is there a quality improvement that you need? Why do you want this? Because you just want this isn't really a good thing. I always tell people, if you want to upgrade your equipment, just make sure you have a good reason. Like, the equipment is holding me back. Like, for him, or if shooting on any phone, the holdback or like the bottleneck is how do you get those videos off the iPhone, which that's the reason why I don't shoot with the iPhone, which if I need to shoot with the iPhone, I will, but
that's a good point, actually. Sorry to cut you off, but that was one of the reasons why I did upgrade from my iPhone to an actual camera, is because I have iCloud. Every night when I plug my phone in to charge, if it's connected to Wi-Fi, it will upload all those videos to my iCloud account. Next thing you know, you have 100 and something gig worth of videos you don't need. So it's a pain in the butt to go up there and delete them all and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I wanted to keep it separate from my iPhone account.
Yeah, that's honestly for me the only reason why I personally do not shoot videos with the iPhone for vlogging. But if that's all you have, it's definitely a good camera. Like the iPhone, if you have an iPhone, I can't say much for Android phones, but I'm sure that it's up there. But the iPhones is really sharp. If you like, it rivals these kind of cameras. We should do a video of like our most worst. I'm Asian, so may very broken English.
Well, I'm Irish, so
our worst purchases. And for me, I bought the Phantom 4 Pro and the Mavic Pro, and they're collecting dust. Like, I actually ended up selling them because I couldn't stand seeing that much money.
At least you sold yours. I blew mine up. If you guys have seen that video,
plug the video.
Yeah,
right there,
I'll plug the video up there. So I bought I think it was the Phantom 1. I bought it years ago. It was I think it was their first drone, right? Mm-hmm. But it had the freaking stupid battery. It was crazy. But I literally never flew it. So guess what I did? I bought the Phantom 3. Never flew that. And then I bought the Spark. I fly it, but not enough to need it, actually.
Yeah. I actually was watching a video. We're kind of rambling on, aren't we now? But it's all good. It's all good. That's what we're here.
We're cut.
But I was watching a video from Will Smith. He called YouTube stupid. He wanted to coin the term YouTube stupid. Like, he bought a really weird device.
I saw that video.
He was like, this guy called YouTube stupid. When you start making YouTube videos, you buy some stupid stuff.
It's very true, though. So I would say with all this being said, I would say the best advice I can give you guys is do what you can with what you have.
Yes.
Or be smart about it. Don't just buy a drone or a big camera if you don't really need it. I mean, I want to get a high-speed camera one day, but I'm not going to drop $60,000 on a high-speed camera if I'm not really going to use it.
Those explosions would be looking really good.
They would look really cool, but I don't produce enough content yet for me to do that. And hopefully, if there's a sponsor that has a high-speed camera and they want
to need sponsor,
I will gladly blow some stuff up and plug their camera.
But yeah, so let's go back to the point. Do what you can with what you have. Yeah, I think that should be good for this one.
I think that's the best advice I have. Any closing remarks for you? Have you seen something that I'm getting better about since I started?
Your editing.
Oh, yeah. I use, I'll be honest, guys, I use iMovie. That's another point. You don't have to buy Premiere or Final Cut Pro or anything like that when you start. If you have a Mac, it comes with iMovie. I think even Windows comes with Movie Maker. You can do that. I plan to get iMovie, or I plan to get the man. I'm stumbling.
Oh yeah, it's all good.
I plan to get Final Cut Pro, but that again, that's not it's not until the future. I haven't needed all those layers. I don't really need it right now, so I'll get it when I need it.
Do what you can with what you have.
Dude, I'm about to take a selfie of myself and like put that as like a quote. Yeah,
okay,
I'm
guys.
all about sharing quotes on social media. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, guys, like this video if you like it.
All right, guys.
Subscribe to both of our channels. I'm Binh Dong and that's Dustin McGee.
Yes, sir. Most awkward closeout. Go.